The leaves of the wren turn black, which only can mean one thing. Gilded Dendra poisoning. Not the Gilded Dendra. Wait, do we know what Gilded Dendra is? Hey friends, welcome back to Kimchica's Café, where we are currently playing Strange Horticulture. We're on day 3 of our adventure on Sunday, so if you have not checked out the earlier episodes, please do, because in this occult plant identifying adventure game, we have figured out a few pretty critical things about what's been going on in our village and in the surrounding areas, and mystery is abound for sure. Again, if you have not checked out this game, it is an incredible title by Viking and Iceberg Interactive. I'm loving it so much. It's got puzzles in the sense of we're identifying plants and working our way through it, and there's also been a murder, and we're trying to figure out exactly what's happened with it because it seems like there may have been a bit of foul play. So we are on day 3, Sunday. In this game, again, we've got a bevy of things in the drawer that my face is blocking, but you know, we've got a map, we've got letters and clues, and we've got a book to identify plants by Wilfred Voynich. We've identified a fair number, which makes me pretty pleased, but there are so many more plants in the world. So before we jump out into the world, we have to look for a plant that will help us identify the poison for the sisterhood. I am a dingbat and I did not write down what that plant... Oh, wren. I should have written that down. I've got they're pretty sparse notes because the game honestly does an incredible job of letting us kind of keep track in the UI and in the game what's going on, but I need to write a note for myself. We are looking for wren. This is the specific plant we need to progress our main goal of helping the sisterhood. We also... last time we played, I had the option of being more kind-hearted or more petty, and I chose the petty route, so we're gonna see what happens. Normally I pick the kind-hearted option, but this dude insulted my cat. You really can't do that to me. And by this dude, I mean Isidore Burbage. I might try to be nicer. Who knows? Instead of giving a plant that would help alleviate the rashes that he came in with, I gave him something to actually make them worsen into sores. So he might be coming for me and trying to wreck my shop with his power as a barrister. We'll have to get the sisterhood on our side. Maybe we can enlist their help after we've helped solve the murder mystery. What's really neat is that we have a list of customers that we're going to be assisting throughout. We have helped Faye with, well, we don't know if it helped, but we gave Faye something to help with her sleep. Bethany, we're currently helping because she is the head of the sisterhood, and we're trying to figure out what has happened with her mentor who was murdered. Reuben is also investigating the murder, but seems to be not really collaborating with the sisterhood. There seems to be inherent suspicion between the sisterhood and the folks in the village, so maybe this is an opportunity for them to unite. Who knows? I hadn't read this though, so let's see a little bit more about Reuben. Reuben works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask, he's deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. Oh, sad. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. So he came to us hoping to get a plant that would help win over the sisterhood. We don't know if that was successful. I'm more inclined to help him after reading this bio, seeing if maybe we could find some common ground between them and the sisterhood. The barrister, I'm just like, I don't like you. So before we help out the customers of the day, let us see. We got this clue card: north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crags. That is a lot of clues. Let's see if we can piece this together. So Hawk's Head, north of Hawk's Head. We've got Foxfield, Ravenglass, Endmore, White Scar Cave. Trying to skim fast, this does not help. Maybe is Lowick easier to find? One of these has got to be easier to find than the others. T-Bay, I'm trying to see if I can find Lowick. Okay, here's Lowick. Good, east of Lowick. So here's Lowick, so it's gonna be on this side. West of Rustland. Okay, so this row, so it's on column 17. South of Crinkle Crags. Crinkle Crags. I don't know where Crinkle Crags are. But I don't see any Crinkle Crag. Oh, here's Crinkle Crags. All right, south. So it has to be from F down and north of Hawkshead. Here's Hawkshead. So it's on 17 F or G, probably. Let's try this one. Yes! I can read the map so well. Ba-ba-ba-bum. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled man standing at the edge of the field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, and I'm surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Thank you, sir! All right. Now again, we are currently looking for wren, which does not have any flowers on it. So while we have these plants and that's cool, not helpful for us at the moment. Long Meg, that's not helpful. This is our pass to get into the forest. I wonder... I don't know what this is. It looks like there's little bits of just markings here. I don't think that's text or anything useful. I wonder if we could visit Ambleside and our friend Simone might be able to help. We also have not used this at all, this sort of codex. I don't know what to use it for, but it seems like we should be able to eventually use it to help us find something. But my brain is empty. No thoughts and empty. I think maybe let's do one more adventure, one more will to explore, and then we can help out the customers of the day. Okay, plants have been watered. We don't really have any leads on places that I can recognize. So let's just pick a random spot. Random spot picking has never been my forte. Let's try one more, gosh. Yeah, there we go. All right, will to explore. I have the will, I have determination. Let's go to the old man. The striking views at the top of the so-called Old Man of Coniston never fail to induce awe and wonder. Sadly, there are few people with the leisure to explore its heady heights. Today it's just me and the sheep. Fine, I'll help some customers out then. Wilbur, nice to meet you. I'm looking for a plant, lady of what's it or something or other. I'm no green-eyed drayer, that's for sure. My mind isn't all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with a mental decline. Oh, Lady of Summer. I remember reading about that. Let's see the description of what it should look like. All right, the leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration. All right, so it's got a very rounded, down-angled flower bulb, and I have a couple that I think could fit this description. I notice also that the stem here is very thin. So like this one, for example, doesn't quite fit on a couple levels, but this spiky stem, for example, does not work for what we're looking for. Now, we've got two that are very similar. We have this one. The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. But again, the bulbs, the flowers don't quite look right. This one, on the other hand, those flowers also don't quite look right. But this stalk looks a little bit too thick compared to this one. This seems so much more delicate, which this looks like. Oh, I truly want to help Wilbur, and I don't want to mess this up. I still don't know what happens if I misidentify a plant. I haven't done that yet. I've given someone a plant that won't help them, which I think will maybe affect the story in a different way, but I don't know what happens if I mess up. And we might be finding that out. Oh, I hope this works. Oh, I need to be more careful. That wasn't Lady of Summer. Okay. Shucks. Do I do this? I don't want to ding myself twice. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Darn. Fennet. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. That would have been better to give the barrister the first time he came around. His long, soft leaves. Maybe I'll give that to him next time. All right, so let's identify this. Lady of Summer. Feel bad that I messed that up. Again, we don't know what happens, but every so often I get rising dread. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. I don't know what happens once that maxes out. It seems like it takes a lot. I've messed up twice, maybe 3 times. I think twice, and it hasn't filled up all the way, like it doesn't fill quickly, so I feel like it might be a game over situation if that happens. Makes me nervous. But we're not gonna let that happen. We're gonna try not to let that happen. So we have a whole bevy of plants. I'm wondering if I should alphabetize them. I could. Box button, Mary's breath, Lady of Summer. We have more plants down here that aren't identified, and that's kind of what makes me apprehensive. I mean, well, no, I'm not gonna just willy-nilly identify them until I have confirmation. So let's just travel. Let's do an adventure. I'm gonna go to Ambleside just to see my friend again. I could spend hours trawling the shelves of the library, but unless Simone has something for me, I should get back to the shop. Okay. Let's do one more adventure just to see. I would love to like randomly find a few more plants. I guess, this one might be Wren. I'll keep that in my back pocket. Okay, here we go. We have the will to explore. Let us go to... the Rhodesea Wood. That seems interesting. Nothing here. All right, game. I see. I will progress the story. The postman is here. Postman's always the second person who visits. They're saying the Arge has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arge always looked out for the less fortunate. Oh, that means a lot. Thank you for giving me that additional context. I feel like he always comes in with the good details, you know? Ah, my dear friend Amos. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it. But if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Okay, so if I go to Great Gable, I need to bring a plant that keeps me warm, which I remember reading about. Let me flip through the pages really fast. Yes, Brimlock. Suffering from hypothermia can use this plant. And I think Brimlock may be this one. It looks like it also has a smooth, sort of waxy curved leaf. So let's put this here by that. And actually, I wonder, am I able to change labels of a plant? Okay, I can. So let me do this. I'm going to label this purple for perhaps, this is what it is. I'm gonna name this Brimlock, but because it's purple, I don't know. Yellow and red are what I know. Let me look at Wren again, just to jog our memories. The long leaves of Wren are known to turn black. Now this has long leaves. I can't quite tell. This seems like it's a little bit, the leaves have a wavier edge appearance than this sketch. But perhaps we can give that a try. Let us first go to Great Gable, because I think we have a plant that can help us there, and then we will go to the witches. The Sisterhood. Sorry, they're not witches. For sure. Gable. Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I'm still some distance from the summit. I'm freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain, unless... Baby. All right, I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and I am presently rewarded with both some knowledge, in terms of another page, Sunset Mount Cap, used to deter souls and spirits from entering the home, and by collecting a new plant. Ooh. Gray blue flowers with an orange center. Interesting. And now let us change this label then to yellow, because we know what it is, and move this up to the top shelf, because we know what it is. All right, that's good. This is nice. We're doing well. Still have not figured out Wren. So we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna see if this is actually Wren. I'm nervous because if we misidentify it, that's gonna bump us to like halfway on the rising dread meter, and I think that's gonna be I don't want a game over. I don't know if there's a way to like knock the dread down. Like I'm thinking, what was that game on GameCube? It was the horror game with also the sort of the insanity meter. And you had to go to different time periods and look through your family's history. Oh, if anyone watching knows that, let me know. I'm blanking on that title right now. But I remember that had the insanity meter that you could reduce after some time. I'm wondering if we could do that with our dread. Okay, so let's go to Grisdale Forest and see. Is this Wren? Yes! I am victorious! Da, 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 da. I extract a sample. Okay, we got a book entry. Sandfire. Ooh. Which I think I know what we have because it's this unique looking plant right here. Wood smoke, sandfire, that seems like a good comparison. I extract a sample of the Arge's blood and introduce it to the Wren. My suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the Wren turn black, which only can mean one thing. Gilded Dendra poisoning. Not the Gilded Dendra. Wait, do we know what Gilded Dendra is? Do we have that? We don't have it. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. Dang! Ugh, not even a peaceful way to go. It's painful. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. Okay, so we don't know if it flowers. We do know that it has sort of smooth, elongated leaves that like to have a little cute bend at the end of it. I'm trying to look through my plants to see if I might have it already. This blue plant looks like it could potentially be it, but we don't know. We don't know. Okay. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Alright, well, I hope this earns a little bit of their goodwill. Those are cool plants. Alright, so we've got 2 new plants. We've got a crowded shelf down here. Dang, so many plants, so little time. Alright, so we figured out this mystery. It is now a solved mystery. And we figured out this one in terms of the cold with Amos. We haven't figured out Long Meg. And let me mark this in my notes. Okay. I really love, like, the game has made it so easy to keep track of everything going on. I feel like I am a botanist solving these mysteries and running a shop. No, has anyone paid me? There has been no money transaction. That's kind of interesting, which I like, to be honest. I kind of like that there's not like, you gotta earn this much money to buy this thing, to do XYZ. Okay. Because we have no clues, and I just want to travel and just explore, let's go to Black Comb and see what happens. I see a pit full of skulls, some deer, fox, badger, and some human. I wish I had not come. No! Frack! Rising dread. We're going into the red zone. This is bad. My actual dread is rising. Stress. Okay, that's fine. We're good. We're fine. Norman! This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Okay. It looks kind of like a skull. Ew. It looks very close to this other shroom that we have. Whoa. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Mushroom found in damp places. Butterdale. We don't have Butterdale. I can't identify that. Farmer's Worry. I don't think I have anything to identify that with. Gilded Dendra. I mean, for the sake of just keeping track, I'm gonna label this, again, purple for perhaps, as a Gilded Dendra, because I think it might be it. Maybe shouldn't be seen with this, because if that's what killed the Arja and they think I sold the thing, that might be a bad look. But this gray sandfire, I feel like maybe this. Flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent and the impression of a roaring fire. Nothing else looks like that. But since it's not sure, I will... What was this called? Gray sandfire. Cool. We have quite a few identified from our list. Mellow Glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it's possible to become hidden from sight and memory. And it has sharp thorns. Now I have a couple, 1, 2 in particular, this pink and this blue, that could be Mellow Glow, so I'm not going to label anything. Fennet, chewing the tough root of this plant. Okay, it has long, soft leaves. I don't think I have anything with long, soft leaves readily. Smells like sweet rhubarb. These are kind of long. Sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know if I have cream-colored flowers. They smell wonderful. That seems tricksy. All right, I don't think we have anything that I can readily identify with that. The shimmer lung, I feel like I just saw something come through that could be a shimmer lung. Maybe not? No, I totally thought. Oh, here it is, here it is. Okay. This may be a shimmer lung. Because flowers grow wrapped in large ridge leaves, so I'm gonna label that as a maybe. Shimmer lung, shimmer lung. I'm not sure about this. I have 2 plants that could be that. And then in terms of fungi, we don't have any domed caps that I can really readily identify. Maybe this one, because it's got flies around it. It smells strongly of soured milk. It does have more of a domed shape than the others, and this says it has an unpleasant odor. So, and the spot actually right here looks similar to the spots out there. So this will be the last one I label, I think, is a perhaps. So sunset mount cap. Nice. Yeah, I do think alphabetizing this may be helpful. Okay. Cool. We made some progress. We have a few labels thrown down. I haven't clicked on this hint button actually. Let's see. I should call in the next customer, maybe look through my notes and see if they lead me anywhere. Okay. Let's do a quick travel just because we have the points. Long Meg seems to be somewhere around the daughters, and so we went over here to A26. Nothing happened, so I'm gonna go to A24 just to see if maybe being on the other side illuminates something. Nope. I am like 0 for so many in my random picks of where to go. Let's call another customer. Simone, welcome in. Hellbore, always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. Nah, Hellbore's smart. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. Okay, you are my library friend. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. That's good. Because don't bet on me to find a random spot of plants. I have yet to succeed. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. Okay. Common trouse. Despite being described as common, the trouse in fact can be quite tricky to find. The game is giving me multiple days, which means it's gonna be hard to do. However, it's known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. All right. To the red pike we go. That's Scawfell Pike. Not red pike. Okay. So we have one area that says red pike, so hopefully it's going to be easy to find. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. Going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. That was easy. Hey! All right, well, let's identify this. No flowers, sparse leaves. Is that the plant that I just picked up? Oh my gosh. Okay. What was it? The trouse? Common trouse? I should have paid more attention. I think that was the common trowse. I was so excited, I really didn't observe closely enough. Okay. All right, this is getting pretty hectic in terms of plant organization. So let me do a quick moment, take a second. I'm gonna fast forward to, or fast cut, because I need to alphabetize these plants. This is getting a little bit unruly. All right, so I have, to the best of my ability, organized and named the plants that I have. Oh, I did see one Shimmerlung. That should be by the wren. Shimmerlung. I have a few that I put up, like the Shimmerlung that I am fairly sure are what I think they are, but I figure since they have a label, I'll put them up. It's easy to see the difference between purple and yellow. I realized I wrote St. John's wort instead of St. John's poppy, so I fixed that. And I also realized I hadn't labeled the wren yet, so I hope I labeled that correctly. But it looks like now we have everything that we have ideas for labeled underneath, and anything that is currently unaccounted for, unlabeled, we have just here on the bottom, which is a lot of plants. So let's do a quick scour, a quick journey out just to see and explore, and then we'll see what folks have to say. So here's another stone circle. I figure why not visit it? Let's see what's there. Nobody knows why these stone circles were built, but standing in this tranquil place, it's hard not to imagine pagan rituals being performed here. Darn. Interesting, but no plants. So let's see what Verona has to say.
When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image.
Whoops.
If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of. That sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Ah, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any Shimmerlung?
Why, yes. I think I do. Here, I'll give you what I think it is, because I think that's hilarious. Shimmerlung, L-M, there we go, alphabetized. Yay! Plant identified. Perfect. So now we have a new entry. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay, so there's two that perhaps could be it. Red flower. I think perhaps this right here might be candlewood, so let me label that really quickly. I'll label it as a perhaps. Candlewood. And let's see, what did we just identify? We confirmed the shadow lung, so let me make sure and switch that before I forget. Now I'll put this up here in my alphabetized, let's see, common, clav, so candlewood should go here. All right, the shelves are getting full. So we have the will to explore. Why not go to Foxfield? Foxfield is a simple, welcoming place. I'm tempted to pay a brief visit to an old friend who is a brewer with his own small tavern in the village. In the end, I decide not to. Plenty to be doing back at the shop. No, why not stop for a beer? I would love a beer. And it's a friend, it could be free. That's fine. All right, let's see what else we got. Irving, welcome in. I have not met you before. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. Okay. I think I remember. I remember it's bright red, though. All right, a plant that can help you hear better. Candlewood was the shield one, so it's not candlewood. Let me do a quick flip. We have Meek Dew, which that's poisonous, so that's a no. Bright red. St. John's Poppy? Maybe. I don't think so. That was a digestive one, wasn't it? Oh no! Greatly improve the hearing. All right, well, we have that. There we go. All right. A nice, easy end of the day request. I appreciate that. Now let's do a little bit. We are so close to getting one more will to explore. Before we close out the day, let's go on one more adventure. Boop a doop boop boop. All right. Now, again, we haven't figured out the daughters, the stone circle here. I have a feeling just going around it is not going to prove super successful, so let's at least just go somewhere labeled. Let's go to Tarn Crag. I reach the top of the crag in double quick time. Below me the tarn glistens. I didn't know what a tarn was. Is it like a lake? Glistens and shimmers in the sunlight, enticing me with its deep blue hue. Maybe it's a lake that's like entrapped inside like a mountainous area. All around me the fells ripple in the distance. After searching high and low for anything of significance, I decide enough is enough and head back. Well, at least it was a nice hike. All right, so let's end the day. Day 3 is done. And we'll draw a card. Someone ripped it! Time passed. A year and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. I wonder if this is telling, maybe not the story of Simone, but maybe the person who murdered the Arja. Oh, snap! Okay, but our card does not hold anything but an X marking the spot. And we're gonna kick off the next episode with day 4. Monday. The best day of the week. So that is it for today's episode. Super excited. I am loving this plant-based mystery. It's so good, so relaxing to play, and I hope you're enjoying it too. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Would you have sided with the or would you side with the sisterhood and like maybe try to help them a little bit more, or do you think maybe siding with the villagers is the way to go? They haven't really explicitly made that a pathway diversion and divestment yet, but I feel like that might be where it's going just with the way things have been set up. Also, I'm curious, because I realized I didn't ask this last time, but would you have been petty? Would you have been as mean to the barrister as I was? I have a feeling that maybe today, this Monday, we might experience a little bit of our comeuppance in giving him a bad plant, but we shall see. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have not checked out this game's Steam page, please do. Strange Horticulture is available for you to get if you would like it. And yeah, that's it for this video. So please do check out the rest of the channel if you haven't already. If you enjoy this and would like to hang out with me live, I stream multiple evenings a week. And so if you head over to twitch.tv/Kimchica, you will see my schedule, what I've been playing, and yeah, it's a lot of indie games and a lot of fun. So I hope to see you in the cafe, the live cafe, at some point. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoy this video, that you're finding lots of indie games to play, and I'll see you next time. Bye!